I'm Colonel Eric Peterson, commander of the 115th Fighter Wing, and you're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke with my co-host Joe Minnie. Over the past several weeks, we've heard from so many people and organizations sharing their plans for 2021, and we are continuing with that focus. We are excited to hear from our first guest of the program this evening. Please welcome Tomah Chamber of Commerce Director Tina Thompson. Tina, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to the Lynxx.
Thank you so much for having me. This is a great opportunity. I noticed, is that birthday cake there? Does someone have a birthday?
This is Joe Minnie's birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you.
So his family is here kind of celebrating it for him. So Tina, let's start off with your vision for 2021.
Well, our vision is pretty simple and straightforward. We have a lot of things that we weren't able to really accomplish, such as ribbon cuttings, business after fives, that kind of thing last year. So wanting to bring those member benefits back to our community and have those celebrations. We were lucky enough to have 36 new members last year, which has been the biggest growth we've had in the last 6 or 7 years. And so wanting to really celebrate that, there was a lot of things that we can focus on. And this year we want to focus on the celebrations.
So that is great. That's positive business improvement, right? Growth. But any updates on what's going to be happening this year for major events like the tractor pull, the county fair, Cranfest?
So yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn on some of that, but I have, we have tractor pull representation on our board of directors. They've indicated to us that they're moving forward with their plans. Same with Cranfest, same with the fair. We are planning on having our Monroe County Business After 5 at the county fair again this year. But there's also some really exciting things that are kind of popping up too. I'm not sure if you guys have probably covered this already, but our fire department is turning 150 years old this year. And so they are doing, basically inviting all the fire departments from across the state and beyond to participate in a fire truck apparatus parade on August 28th. So that's going to be huge. And then other events, and they'll have musical entertainment and stuff on that date as well. And then our Tomah Rotary Club is looking at also doing an ATV parade. So that'll be a big draw. So yes, a lot of the things that we love and feel normal about us are coming back, including our own downtown Thursday nights. I guess I should mention that.
Yeah. I was just going to ask you about that one. That was a very popular, well. Yes, with your bands.
Yep, we've got almost every band booked for that series, and we're actually just waiting on contracts for the last one.
So as far as the businesses, is there any new businesses in Tomah that we should be looking forward to? Like, I know they're doing some work on the old Bubnick building.
Yes, and I actually have not spoke to them directly yet. What I'm hearing is that'll be kind of executive office space, storage space, that kind of thing. But there are new developments in town. And, I referenced those 36 new members, and these are people that are kind of like seeking us out because they're wanting to grow in town, and they're wanting to expand their footprint, and they're wanting to connect with, our business community here. So, I mean, kind of every way you turn, you're seeing some really good things come out of what was not so great of a year last year.
Tina, you've had a really impact in the community with your leadership and your innovation and creativity. What are you personally looking forward to this year for yourself in your position?
First of all, I want to address that. I have a tendency to surround myself with great people. It makes me look better, frankly, but I have to give credit where credit is due, and I surround myself with great people. That being said, I'm looking forward to having a beer on Superior Avenue listening to music. So, honestly, just seeing people, seeing our members grow, seeing, there's so many members that had stress and were not sure what direction their business would go, and celebrating the fact that their doors are still open and they're still, able to function. I mean, I'm a small business nerd. I'm also a big business nerd. I just love it. So really wanting to embrace those celebrations with them. We are still open. We are here, and we're doing great.
So are you getting a feeling from the local businesses in Tomah that things are kind of making a comeback? Are we starting to rebuild from the COVID?
Yeah, I am. And that's certainly a broad statement to make across the board. But we had a 94% retention rate last year, which was completely unheard of in the chamber industry. We realized early on that we had to give our members flexibility in how they paid us and really support them even if they weren't able to. So yeah, we were obviously hit pretty hard financially as far as event income and that kind of thing. But our doors are open and our members really wanted to stay in our environment with us, and we could not be more proud of being able to serve them.
Tina, could you maybe walk us through a little bit of if there's any new updates on how members can connect or the community or viewers can connect with finding out about businesses? Is there any new social media accounts or what would we be expecting on that end of it?
Yeah, so first and foremost, businesses of any type or organizations of any type, whether or not they're a chamber member or not, can put their events on our community calendar at tomahwisconsin.com. That is something that's open to everyone. We then use that information to kind of backfill our newsletters and our promotions. It's still kind of in the works trying to fix it properly, but it will have a live feed on our website, on our homepage. So really, we want to support the entire community in that way. That being said, oh gosh, we really try to be pretty inclusive in a lot of our communications, our newsletters, our that kind of thing. Sharing on social media, tagging other people's businesses, that kind of thing. I think that's collaboratively where we can all kind of work together is, let's make sure we're tagging each other. Let's make sure we're, identifying each other's businesses, that kind of thing.
So also, I know the membership themselves, they have their own separate Facebook page in the chamber, right?
Yes. So yes, anyone that's a member of ours, we have access to our own separate chamber membership page. So you can, share your deals, your specials, any special promotions. You can also ask questions of one another. So part of our intent with that is, hey, obviously I'm here as a small business. What are you guys seeing as far as hours of operation? Have you changed that up? Asking each other for advice. Let's work with each other to figure out what the new best practices look like. And hey, my business has this event coming up. Will you share it on your Facebook page or that kind of thing? So that collaborative energy. It's also important to note that, members have their own page within our website, which they can add photos and websites and videos and branding information and jobs and offers. So, as a member, anyone can do as much as they want to their web pages if they'd like. And I think it's also important to note that we welcome businesses and organizations of any size, shape, whatever that's going to look like. So, the more the merrier, the more that we can all kind of collaborate and understand each other's businesses, the more we can support each other. Because, you shop from your friends and neighbors, right? You do business with those people So the more we can get to know and share, the more it benefits everyone.
Okay, Tina, so we're running out of time. We're looking forward to Tomah Chamber in the upcoming year. And up next, we have Katie Sparks with the United Way and her Vision 2021. And just a reminder, the catering for cast and crew has been provided by Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens. Enjoy a fun and relaxing atmosphere at Marco's. But first, we want to thank our program sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hometown News is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon, The Fun Company Game Room Store, and the Little Cottage Home Decor and more in New Lisbon.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
What's the more in the Little Cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the Little Cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage home decor and more, New Lisbon.
At Tomah Health, we're supporting our community by providing the quality care you and your family need while taking precautions to keep you safe. Our staff is offering video visit to give patients quick and easy access to a medical provider, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide safe continuing care. Your health is important to us, and by taking a few steps like wearing a mask and social distancing, you can help stop the spread to keep our community healthy. To learn more, visit tomahhealth.org.
This is Jason Gerke, and this is Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
The Great Rivers United Way has been a major resource for individuals and families in our area. Please welcome back to the program our good friend Katie Sparks with her Vision 2021. Welcome, Katie, to the program. Let's just start right away. Why don't you just talk about what is your vision for 2021?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me back, and happy early birthday, Joe. I hear that's a upcoming event.
Thank you.
You know, I think our vision here at Great Rivers United Way is honestly anything other than what 2020 gave us. You know, it was a hard year fundraising during a pandemic, and what that looked like, we had no idea. You know, it was hard for individuals, nonprofits, and small businesses. But the fact that all of us together as a community, you know, we were able to raise $1.73 million for programming and $1.3 million for emergency response. And so,
wow, Katie, that's amazing. I just have to jump in and say congratulations. That's a great number.
That's big.
Thank you. Yeah, over $3 million, you know, we raised for our 7 counties, and it's astounding. It's the most we've ever raised before. You know, obviously it was programming and emergency response, different pots of money, but the amount of things that we're going to be able to do with that money, you know, is great. We're already seeing benefits of the emergency response. We're seeing success stories come from that. And, you know, we're hopeful to use that 1.73 towards programming in 2021. I would say, you know, for 2021 specifically, we're really hoping to get back out into the community, get in front of those small businesses and bigger corporations, and just get them engaged more in how they can impact the community through United Way. But then also, you know, really being able to be in person and in front of people and presenting about the importance of United Way, I think that makes a big difference. And we kind of had that disconnect this past year, doing everything virtual. So we're really excited for that. And then I'd also say, you know, we're going to just continue to develop and implement strategic ways to, you know, keep fundraising. We did a lot of new stuff last year, and so some of that stuff we might keep around. We saw some great return rates on those ideas. You know, whether we're in person or virtual or hybrid model, we're going to try to go with the flow and know that change is good, and hope that we can see some great results for this next campaign year too.
So, Katie, I know with keeping 2021 in mind, is there going to be any new programs starting up this year?
Yeah, so our funding cycle, the fall actually is what starts our new funding cycle. So this fall, you know, we expect to see a lot of our certified partner agencies really coming to the table with new programming, especially highlighting some of those needs that we saw, you know, emphasized during the pandemic. So a big housing issue, homelessness has been, you know, really highlighted during the pandemic. Mental health, access to mental health treatment and services, diversity and equity, you know, those are things that we expect to see come through those grant cycles and be able to work with our partners on. We're also, hoping to lay some groundwork for getting more books into the hands of preschoolers. So right now we're looking for partners that are able to help fund a new book for preschoolers and 4K students. So we can try to prevent that summer slide that we often see happen between the 2 school years. And so that's one thing that we're also trying to work on currently at the moment.
Katie, with the next round of stimulus coming up, will you see any grants for 2021?
Yeah, there has been some great funding to this, Cooley region area in general in regards to rental assistance and housing help. And so there's millions of dollars available at the state level, more than we've ever seen before to address these issues. And so right now what we're doing is working with our local community action program agencies. They're going to be the ones that are going to really source the funds to get those out to the people in need. But, at United Way, we're sitting at the table and making sure that we're there to help. And then if there's more need, that we're there.
So you obviously you need help to get all your work done. So how can our viewers get plugged in and play an active role in the United Way?
Yeah, we actually have a lot of opportunities right now. If people are interested in being involved, we're currently looking for board members. We really, a lot of people don't know that we serve 7 counties. And so, we like to have somebody at the table, representing each of those counties and making sure that, those counties are being heard. And so right now we're definitely looking for board members. We would like some representation from Monroe County. There's a lot of funding that goes out in Monroe County from our programs. And so if you're interested in that and getting involved, that would be one way. In addition, we're also looking for county champions, what we like to call them. So again, someone from each of our service region counties that, would be interested in working with us and helping us stay connected in rural communities and making sure, helping us get partnerships, whether it's fundraising or programming, but having that, that foot in the door to help us throughout those other areas. Volunteer opportunities are always available at our yougetconnected.org site. And then, hopefully this fall when school's back in session and more people can be in the buildings besides those who just work there, we're hoping to open back up our Read to Success program. And that program pairs volunteers with 3rd graders and allows them to really work on reading proficiency. So I know once we open that program back up, we'll definitely be looking for volunteers.
Katie, thank you so much for taking time to be with us this evening, and congratulations on your fundraising. Good luck with everything. Up next, local race team wins at Daytona Race Week.
At Tomah Health, we're supporting our community by providing the quality care you and your family need while taking precautions to keep you safe. Our staff is offering video visit to give patients quick and easy access to a medical provider, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide safe continuing care. Your health is important to us, and by taking a few steps like wearing a mask and social distancing, you can help stop the spread to keep our community healthy. To learn more, visit tomahhealth.org.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins. What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage Home Decor and More, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
I'm Major John Judy Hudock, United States Marine Corps. This is Lynxx 24 connecting you to the community.
Our show producer, Pete Mallinger, was down in Daytona, Florida for race week and met some local guys from Boston. They were part of the Wimmer race team crew of the Mobil One Car with driver Jesse Love, and here's their story.
We are here with Jesse Love, the California native, racing the Wimmer Motorsports Fury race car here this week at Speed Weeks at New Smyrna Speedway. Jesse, tell us a little bit about how your week started out and how you've been working with the team to make this car better all week.
Yeah, we're back with the Fury again this year, and a tiny bit of different of a car. But it took some fine tuning, but we got the speed we need to win, and had a motor go on night one. Started night two because the qualifying got rained out off of our finishing position from night one, which obviously first few nights were kind of a scratch then. But you know, Sunday we had a pretty normal day, got the pole, and then pulled a bad invert. And then, you know, yesterday we had a really good run and qualified third, started fourth, and almost won. Ran second. Definitely had, you know, the best car, and definitely really fast at the end there. Just kind of ran out of laps, and needed a few more laps to get to finally, you know, completely close the gap on the leader. So.
Yeah, exactly. The week started off rough from what I've been reading, but it sounds like the Wimmer Motorsports crew really got it turned around with that engine. And you've kind of been the guy to beat on the speed charts the last few days in practice and then the mock runs as well. Quick time last night. Are you hoping for that same result tonight?
Yeah, for sure. That's always a plan. And we got a lot of short run speed, and we made our long run car just as good. So I'm really happy with it. And Tristan Sauer's got the thing really hooked up tonight.
Yeah, how has that been with, you call him Tristan as a nickname, Travis Sauter out of Wisconsin, kind of a veteran crew chief. You guys seem to be communicating very well and making good adjustments to get to the top of the charts.
Yeah, you know, working with him has been a lot of fun, and him and Chris obviously work really close together, so it's almost like working with the same guy. So always a lot of fun working with him, and we've been making a lot of good adjustments, and we've been working really well as a, you know, crew chief and a driver. So he's been able to help me out a little bit with his experience, and obviously he's, you know, a very good driver as well. So.
Yep, exactly. So you got a few more nights here left of qualifying and racing. You were put behind the 8-ball with the engine and everything, so you're kind of out of the points championship. So is the goal to just go out there, get fast time, and win features?
Yeah, 100%. You know, all you really want to do is, you know, win the championship for the most part. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is to put up results on the board in the form of, you know, poles, top of the boards in practices, and winning races. So we just got to control what we can control, and we've been doing that. So just got to keep on starting up front and putting ourselves in a winning position.
All right, awesome, Jesse. We'll be watching you, and good luck, and we'll hope to talk to you later in Victory Lane.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, we're with Jesse Love post-race, night number 6 at New Smyrna. Jesse, an exciting run tonight. Qualified 6th, a little worse than the last couple nights. Had to come from a little further back than you wanted, but an exciting race for the fans. How did it feel out there?
Car felt great. We had a big rebound from qualifying and got a little free there, but the team coached me through it, and we grew stagger how we wanted it to be, and overall it ended up being pretty good. So come back tomorrow night, hopefully be even better. So good racing, and congrats to the winner of the night. He's a good guy. So always a lot of fun racing with these guys, and, you know, cool last lap there for sure.
Sounds good. Thanks a bunch, and good luck tomorrow night.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins. What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage Home Decor and More, New Lisbon.
You are watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to your community.
Welcome back, and it's time for Nick's Moments in History. And Nick, just so you know, we're going to have to cut you a little short. You don't have your full 3 kind of minute thing, just so you know. And it's Joe's birthday tomorrow.
I'll have to move real fast. This day in history tomorrow, Joe was born.
Yes.
Okay? So there you go. Very good.
That's it. That's all we need. That's it.
Okay, listen, I'm going to move right along on here. While we all struggle with COVID-19 pandemic, think back at life might have been during the last big national crisis back in the 30s. The nation had already been dealt with the Spanish flu, 250 million deaths, and we were well into the Great Depression. Also, the Midwest was in the midst of a 10-year drought causing the Dust Bowl, resulting in agricultural collapse. Gee, what a mess! As if all those events didn't cause hardship enough, one of the most devastating floods was just ending this time back in 1937. Later, it would be referred to as the Great Ohio River Flood. This flood caused damage in 9 states, from Pennsylvania all the way over to Illinois, including large areas of Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. 500 people died, and over 500,000 were left homeless, plus billions in damage to both urban and rural areas. Now, in January, the water level of the Ohio River began to slowly rise during the warming rains. Record levels fell. By mid-January, the river began to overflow its banks. By month's end, water levels were 48 feet above flood stage in Evansville, Indiana, 72 feet above stage in Cincinnati. Martial law was declared in many areas to protect the cities from vandalism. The Army Corps of Engineers dispatched an entire fleet down the river. But guess what? The boats couldn't get under the bridges. They had to go over flooded farmlands to reach flooded destinations. The floods lasted 3 weeks. Rainfall records have never been beaten. 12 inches of rain in 10 days. Ohio River, as I said, 75 feet above normal. Local radio stations suspended normal programming and covered unfolding events and updates around the clock. How's that, guys? President Roosevelt ordered aid, disaster relief, and all that other good stuff. So, what do you think?
That's perfect.
Yeah, it sounds like 2020.
Is that perfect?
Yeah, that is great. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, and I thank our viewers for watching your hometown news, where we're connecting you to the community.
Good. They're eating cakes. Okay.